All right, it's time for the Ask the Angry Ninja Show video bonus. You know what's really funny about the video bonus is I always make sure I'm talking into the mic, but I use a separate recording system for the videos, so I have no idea why I'm talking so hard into the mic for the video part.
Because you're special.
It's a reflex. You program yourself to be on mic, to be ready to go Ninja Time.
Wow.
Focus.
Okay. Be
All right.
careful with her. She's mine.
She is yours. And she's tiny, like you. Helen Beaumont Carter from Harry
Harry
Potter.
Potter.
Yes, the Bellatrix Lestrange. Which is actually really, she's in one of my favorite parts of the book and movie. In the end, in book 7, when she comes after Ginny Weasley, because she's going to kill the Weasley girl. And Mama Weasley goes, "Not my daughter, bitch," and goes and kills her.
I love Mama Weasley.
And Mama Weasley kills her. So literally, she's like, all the movies, she's sweet, she's innocent, nothing bad, no. She's like, "Not my daughter,
You
bitch."
don't mess with her, babies.
She brings out the curse word. She's like, "Not today, Satan.
Girl, please.
Not today."
It's theorized that the reason she's so protective of her kids is because she lost both of her brothers in the previous war.
Maybe, or she's just a mom protecting her kids.
Well, yeah, but
Like a mama.
hyper-protective.
All right, and now we're gonna start the full-on show. So give me a 3, a 2, a 1. All right, it's the Ask the Angry Ninja Show. What? Are you already heard the ninja wife / assassin wife? I think we actually finally decided it's assassin wife. No, wait, ninja wife.
Ninja
We
wife.
said ninja wife.
I like Assassin Wife too, but I think it makes me too angry sounding.
Angry ninja, assassin wife, whatever. All right, ninja wife.
Or sparkly sunshine, butterfly, ninja wife.
I ain't saying all that. That's just not gonna happen. This is not. She is all those things, but she no. Okay. Oh, we already started with a squeak. Like this, I think last 3 podcasts you squeaked at least once.
You can't prove it.
I can't prove it. I have the recordings.
Alrighty, and we are talking movies as always. You know, one day I'm gonna shake it up and we can talk politics while I'm on here.
No. She said I can't prove it. I'm gonna trim out her squeaks and everyone, and just make a whole thing, whole podcast, like 30 hours of her squeak on repeat.
Nobody wants to hear that. Shush.
I kind of do.
So you had the first pick, like always. You always had the first pick,
Well, that's because it's my show.
but I'm the wife.
Doesn't matter. Still my show. You rule everything
For
else. This is.
now.
Oh no!
Brum, brum,
You're
brum.
not taking my show. You don't know the password.
Or do I?
No, because I don't even know the password.
Brum, brum, brum.
Like if it wasn't saved on this thing, I'd be screwed.
Oh, so safe. So I'm good, y'all.
I'll delete it just to mess you over so you can't take my show. No, I wouldn't do that.
We're gonna take the Angry Ninja.
All right, my pick was Melissa McCarthy.
I love Melissa McCarthy.
You can't go wrong, and she does have so many movies. And I know I'm gonna say this, and a lot of people are gonna be like, "That was not it." Blah, blah, blah. I get that, and it's not the sequel we wanted,
Mm-hmm.
but Ghostbusters.
I liked it.
It was a great, funny movie if you don't think of it as the legend from Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd and stuff, who were both in it, but
Yeah, Bill Murray gets killed.
Yeah.
Thrown out the window.
by a ghost he didn't believe in. If you don't think about the first 2 Ghostbusters and this being a remake, because honestly, what made the first 2 Ghostbusters movies so great was, yes, they were funny, but it was also very serious. Like, they were funny, and they were intentionally funny, but there was still a lot, it was realistic. There was, really tense, really movie. And in this version of the Ghostbusters, they just went over the top comedy, nothing really scary, nothing.
I don't know. The fact that their little secretary dude got possessed by a ghost.
Right, the one who we didn't want to hear would cover up his eyes and wore glasses with no.
Oh, come on. Yeah.
But that's my point. They made the movie overly silly, where in the original Ghostbusters that was more of a serious tone with comedy, and this one comedy with an overtone of silly. But in and of itself, a great movie. And I mean, I honestly don't have complaints as the movie as a whole. I I get why people get mad about the Ghostbusters part. I do.
I loved it.
I liked it too. And Miss McCarthy, anytime she's with what's her
Kristen
psych?
Wiig?
Kristen Wiig is always a great combination. Always a good movie. Like they have not done. Okay, they did one movie I didn't like, and I'm not going to talk about it right now because we're going to talk about it in a second. But there's a scene in that movie I love, and we're just with that. We're going to go on and talk about My Lovely Wife's Choice.
So it was almost The Boss.
Almost great movie.
I love The Boss.
You know what? Girl Scout slaying cookies.
It was almost Tammy.
Is that the one where she wears the bag on her head?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was almost Identity Theft.
I haven't seen that.
But we went with Bridesmaids.
And honestly, I'm gonna be truthful. She loves this movie from beginning to end. I like this movie for one scene, and I think she picked this movie just so we could talk about this one
She
scene.
posed in the street in a designer wedding gown, y'all.
Hey, you know, if you gotta pick a wedding dress, that's the way to make sure you're buying that one.
I mean,
She
if
marked
you
that
could-
territory.
Like she goes out in the street.
Well, she wasn't trying on the street. She was minding to make it across the street to the other bathroom
But she
because
couldn't make it. And she falls in the middle of the street. And they go, oh no, she's doing it, ain't she? And she goes, look away, look.
oh, okay. Look away is actually a different one. The girl on the street, she's
Yeah.
just sobbing.
Yeah.
And she's like, I
You got the
did
chicken
it.
that's pooing in the sink.
Alright,
And
let's get a little setup for the scene in case you haven't seen this movie. The day they're going to go try on wedding dresses and their bridesmaids dresses, they stop at this skeezy restaurant. And
Escapes Kirby
it really was. But it's supposed to be like, oh, the best food. She always finds these little hole-in-the-wall places with the best food. And all of them get food poisoning. And we're talking like 6 people? 5, 6? The bride and all her bridesmaids.
I think about 5.
About 5. And they're in this extremely expensive designer.
Like, you have to call to get them unlock the door.
Right.
Kinda
Trying on dress. Like, there's only one bathroom with one toilet. And this is important.
Yeah, because they start pooping in the sink and everything.
It hits them in different ways. Like, some puke, some have diarrhea, whatever. It hits them all. Right? And they rush in the bathroom. There's one girl who's puking in the toilet. And the Melissa McCarthy character runs in, lifts up her dress, and hops on the sink and screams at it. It's like just the horrible face and pain. And she's like, it's coming out like lava. And the girl looks at her and goes, look away, don't look away. And the one girl's puking, and the other girl comes in behind her, doesn't even have a chance to see who's in there, and then pukes on the back of her head while she's still projectile pooing into the sink. And then that's when the bride, it hits her, and she sees what's disaster in this bathroom, and she's in this dress. There's no getting out of this dress quickly. It's, you know, it poofed out 15 feet. And she's just trying to make it across the street to the little bodega to use their bathroom, and collapses in the street and poos herself.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
great.
it's hot.
I love that movie.
Best single scene comedy-wise in a movie ever. That's all. Didn't really like the movie. She loved it. But that scene, honestly, I watched that whole movie again just to watch that scene again. It was so funny. Look away!
Look away! Don't look at me!
Yeah. Oh, and of course, they didn't get to try any more dresses on because after you pooed in it, it's yours.
Yeah.
At full
Hey,
price.
at least you put in a pretty one.
Whatever. You know, that's the kind of stain don't come out. You know, it still stunk on the wedding day. Does it still stink on the wedding day, get you?
It did.
Oh,
So
what
we're
color was
gonna
her train?
move on to my pick, which goes along with Melissa McCartney.
Well, I mean, you know, and you picked Christina.
Kristen Wiig.
Yes. And what movie did you pick?
Despicable Me.
Okay, I disagree with the Despicable Me on this one.
Why?
Because her role in the original movie was small.
Okay, I meant Despicable Me too, but I figured if I just said Despicable Me, you know.
Well, no, see, and people who follow this real quickly might not realize she was in the first one.
Yeah, she was a small thing though.
Yeah, it's just, I was actually shocked by that. She played the horrible, evil, mean, vicious orphan lady, Miss Hetty.
Yeah.
Oh, the one I wanted to punch?
Yeah. And then she came back and was playing
The good
Secret Agent.
the good secret agent who pretty much marries Gru
And becomes the perfect mom to the children.
yeah. So okay, Despicable Me 2.
Ooh.
She was a Gingy, by the way.
She was. And which leads to one of my favorite scenes in Despicable Me 3. One of my favorite scenes in any of the Despicable movies is when she finds her unicorn. which really was just a one-horned goat.
Yeah, but it was her unicorn.
It was her unicorn, and the little girl character, the one loves the fluffy unicorns, and her two sisters are out there, and she's like, "It's my unicorn! It's my unicorn!" And the one sister looks at the other and goes, "I ain't telling her. I ain't telling her." So she brings it home, and the Gru has to sit down and explain to her that it's really not a unicorn; it's just a one-horned goat. And she goes, "I don't care. I still love it. It's fluffy."
Yes.
It's a nice, beautiful
It's
thing.
her unicorn.
It is her.
That beauty is in the eye of the beholder, y'all.
Oh. And now, is everybody bracing themselves for my pick? Are you braced? Because you're about to hear me say something you haven't heard me say yet. You have to hear me pick a kind of movie I've not picked before. Are you ready?
Here comes.
My first animated movie choice, How to Train Your Dragon.
Ah.
I
He stole this from me, by the way.
did not. You picked this pick with me.
No. See, I was on the fence.
Well, you'd already written down Stick with me.
Yeah, and I said, but
'Cause
you
I
can
was-
have How to Train Your Dragon.
Well, and I looked to see if she's done anything else that was big enough for me. No, and she played one of the funnier characters in How to Train Your Dragon. Roughneck. One of
The twins.
Yeah. And, I mean, look, How to Train Your Dragon movies are funny. They're good, wholesome family stories.
Love it. Love Toothless. Love Life Fury.
And honestly, all three of them, they kept a good movie in all of them. Like, there's a smidge of a drop off, but not much. Or really, you can sit down and watch all three of them, and it's a good day.
They had a Christmas special this last Christmas where Toothless and the family came back with the babies, the nightlights.
And you know what? I kind of want to watch that.
It was amazing.
It was like,
You get to see the little baby dragons, and they're all just flying around. Oh my god, it was amazing. I love me a good dragon movie, y'all. I love How to Train a Dragon. I want a dragon.
they're not real, honey.
I know they're not real, but I still want one.
You know what? And honestly, we went to Comic-Con, and I have a picture of her, and I might post it up in the side notes here, of her riding a
Toothless.
life-size Toothless.
Yes.
Like, I was teasing her, you should get up on that. And she's like, watch
Okay.
me.
Let's do it.
I'm like, hold on, let me get out some money. I was just kidding.
But I'd like to say, though, the guy who made that life-size Toothless and brought it to Comic-Con was taking that money for a very good organization.
Although, okay, I want y'all to picture this. This guy dressed up with something different every day. The day we happened to go,
He was dressed as Walking Dead.
specifically, he was dressed as Negan
With
with
the bat.
Lucille. Yes, with the bat. Lucille with the barbed wire. And right before we went up there, there's literally people who were kneeling before him, and he's holding the bat to their head, taking a picture, because that's what they wanted.
And I wanted to have a trained dragon.
Yeah. I'm just like, wow, you want to look when you get killed by Negan? We want to play with the dragon.
Yeah. Like, you have all the little kids running up, oh, it's Toothless, Mommy, and all the grown-ups are like, oh, let me get a picture of Walking Dead.
And honestly, this guy pulled off Negan really well. Really,
Yes, he did.
it was good. It was good. I mean, it was amazing.
Yes.
He pulled off Negan well.
He did. But that Toothless was amazing.
All right.
I loved that Toothless.
It was a great Toothless.
If I
Okay.
could figure out how to steal him and put it in the car and bring it home,
It was
would be in
bigger
my-
than the car.
It would be in my backyard right now.
Okay, but it was bigger than the car.
And that's why I couldn't figure it out, honey.
I'm just
Didn't you
saying.
hear my first saying if
And
I could figure it out?
It was heavy too. We'd need like your dad's truck and trailer.
I bet if I called my daddy, he would help me.
I know he would. That's what I was saying for next
My
time.
daddy loves me.
He does. Yeah, it's a dad. It's what dads do.
Yeah. And I'm a daddy's girl.
They help you commit theft of giant fake dragons.
I would so steal a dragon, though.
Grand Theft Dragon.
Grand Theft
That
Dragon. All right. And the third pick. That's my pick.
That is your pick.
And for those who saw the video bonus, you actually saw her in a role that she played Bellatrix Lestrange, which is not my pick, but it's Helen Beaumont Carter. And I'm going to go back to the very first movie I saw her in, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. It is in my top 10 list,
Oh,
and that is Fight Club.
I love Fight Club.
That movie, like the speeches they play in the movie that Brad Pitt gives about what the world is and what you're expected to be and how it really is and how nobody's really the great the twist that Brad Pitt's the character is really just a figment of this guy's imagination. He really was beating himself up the
Yes.
entire movie. Oh, the way they get funding to do what they want to do by making it look like the boss beat the guy up and
Amazing.
Oh, and the fact that this guy was so crazy, he literally like acid burned his hand himself, thinking it was the other guy doing it. And how well at the end of the movie, when everything's gone horribly wrong, Brad Pitt's alternate reality is happening. They're blowing up the buildings, and he defeats his evil self by shooting a bullet through the back of his head, but angling it where it goes through his cheek, so it shot the alternate person and not him, so he lived and he defeated his alternate self. Cool. But how calm and collective that Helen Beaumont character takes this at the end of the movie. Takes this at the end of the movie is amazing. And this is a great movie. Everybody should watch it. It is a good movie.
It is. It's a very good movie.
All right, you're up.
My pick. Look, I love her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she does all the kind of movies I love. But I picked, and it wasn't Harry Potter.
I mean...
Or The Corpse Bride.
What? Hold on, are we going to get through one with you with no animated movies?
I had this big one me earlier.
Okay.
Yeah. So
But no Disney.
Oh, no Disney.
Oh, I guess I'm feeling a little faint. I'm going to sit down for a second.
Alright, well, while he's all being a drama queen over there,
Whew.
I'm going to say I picked Sweeney Todd.
And honestly, I can tell you this about the movie. It's a musical with Johnny Depp.
It was an amazing movie. So, this dude, right? I think it was the judge. He was in love with his wife. And they have a daughter and stuff. So, he has Johnny Depp arrested
What?
for years.
Double what?
And takes his daughter as his own. So, his daughter doesn't know that that's her dad.
Oh,
And he locks her away, pretty much.
that's dirty.
Yeah. So Sweeney Todd comes back into, the world after being released from prison. He's a little crazy.
A little? And Johnny Depp can play crazy.
Yeah. So he's a barber. Is what he was. And he comes back to be a barber. And he rents this place upstairs over this lady's, I guess, bakery or stuff like that.
Okay, I don't know where this is going, but I have a bad feeling about guy with sharp stuff above a bakery.
Yeah. I'm getting there. I love this movie, by the way, y'all.
There's about to be some creep stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, he starts his barber business upstairs from this lady's bakery. And, well, some of the people who helped the judge or was in cahoots start coming in for shaves. Really close shaves.
Oh yeah, time out. So you help a judge take away this guy's kid.
Oh, they don't know it's him.
Okay.
Yeah, he comes back in town and nobody knows it's him at first.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
about to say, because if I knew I did a guy wrong, I'm like, hey, put this razor blade next to my throat.
Yeah, nobody knows it's him at first.
Okay.
Yeah, so they start coming in and asking for shaves and stuff. And, well, really close shaves happen. And
Really close shaves. He cuts their throats.
yes. And she starts noticing blood and stuff. And her bakery's not doing so well. So
she's okay with the blood because she's not making business?
I think it starts that they accidentally put something of someone's in a pie and someone loved it so much and people wanted it. And so they make this...
You know what? When I talk about a creep movie later, ever, you're not allowed to say nothing. Because you're about to tell me they started serving people pie.
So they make this hatch. So every time he kills someone, it goes straight down.
Uh-huh.
And then she puts it in the pies.
People pie.
And sells it to the people in the town. And people love them. Because, it's like their loved ones and stuff. Of course they love them.
Boy, Uncle Lady tastes awfully great with gravy.
And so these meat pies are great now. And then, he finally gets the judge. And it's a great movie. Y'all should watch it.
Please tell me in the movie he gets caught and goes back to jail.
No.
Okay. Way to get away with murder. If anybody could, it's Johnny Depp. That's like 2 movies we watched that he gets away with murder.
The Secret Window. Yes. I love that movie.
We've already talked about that movie.
Yeah.
He got away with murder in that one too. And then, creepily enough, ate the end results in that one too. I'm beginning to think Johnny Depp actually eats dead people. Too many times it's happened in his movies.
He doesn't age very much.
No.
Anyway, great movie, y'all. You should really watch this movie. It's really good.
He's a vampire.
We own this movie upstairs.
I guess I'll have to watch it. All right, and moving on to your last choice.
So this one was hard because I love Kate Blanchett.
Yes.
I was gonna do Elizabeth, but for your sake, I didn't because
Well, I mean, you could have talked about the Elizabeth movie. I just wouldn't have had zero input on her. I think that's a queen.
as Queen Elizabeth, and which I like those two movies because they made two, and they were about, I think they were about 5-10 years apart, and they got pretty much everybody who survived and stuff from the original movie.
You picking Cate Blanchett for me showed me that I was wrong about something. That you had to have a favorite movie for every actor or actress, and I was looking, I was like, I had trouble finding one because I hadn't seen almost any movies. Like, there's only 2 movies of hers I've really watched. And you picked one of them.
Well, yeah, I ended up picking Lord of the Rings.
But you really want to talk about Elizabeth.
No, I really do love Lord of the Rings.
I mean, hey, go wrong, Lord of the Rings. We talked about my major mistake in life during one of the podcasts.
Did we?
Yeah, when I watched all the extended versions of
yes,
Lord of the Rings in one
yes,
sitting
Yes.
on a futon.
Yes, that was your mistake. You don't do that on a futon.
Stop.
You make sure you have that squishy kind of, I can lean back kind of chair.
I got you. I've admitted that it was a mistake. But yeah, Lord of the Rings. And she's in it. She plays one
I
of the
cannot say her name. She's like the main,
female wizard. And she's actually had one of the rings at one point because she kind of turns all... Yeah.
evil, trying to take it from Frodo.
But she pulls herself together because she's actually good and
Yes.
fighting hard to be good. But you know, the power of the ring, man. The precious.
I had a Lord of the Rings ring.
I know. I wore it.
He did wear it. And then he wore it so much you can't read the description on it anymore.
Get you another. I got you that one.
I need another necklace too. See, I love this movie so much, I had the accessories.
Yeah. I got her the ring. I got her the necklace. She lost the necklace. And I ruined the ring.
I did not lose. Well, I lost it when we moved. But still, I love the Lord of the Rings that, I don't know, like I could sit down and watch them and just watch them. Like over
And we now own all the extended editions.
Yes, we do.
We might have to do that.
Give me some popcorn.
Put the kid in bed for a month and watch it.
Yeah.
Because he ain't gonna like it. There's too much walking in those movies. Our kid's awesome, but you know, let's face it, it's not fast.
Shire. I want a Hobbit house.
I want a Hobbit house. They sell them.
Can buy
I want a Hobbit house.
You can buy a Hobbit house, and they will put it in.
Hmm?
And what they do is they dig it out a little bit and put it, and then where you kind of arch the ceiling, they plant like dirt and grass over it so it grows back into the earth. They are amazing. They can be huge. I want a Hobbit house.
Okay, and this was
Do they
pre-corona,
have the-
so we don't know if they're still doing it, but yeah.
Do they have the round doors?
Yes.
Yeah. It's a straight up Hobbit house.
Yeah, it's a Hobbit house. You can design it anyway.
Well,
Or you can buy
I
a
know
kit.
what my life's goal is now.
Right? Yeah, a Hobbit
have a-
house. We're
one out there.
gonna put one out there. We're not even kidding. This is gonna be her space.
Mhm.
Like, it's gonna take a while because it's expensive, but it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time.
The one bedroom and stuff weren't so bad. One bedroom, one
Yeah, but
bath.
still getting installed was a few $1,000s. It
Yeah, because they
wasn't
had to
cheap.
dig and stuff. But yeah, I want a Hobbit house. Hobbit houses are so dope. If you haven't seen a Hobbit house and how they build it, you should really Google that right now because it is freaking awesome.
All right, and my choice for Kate Blanchett. Thank God that she did this movie because I didn't even realize it was her. It was Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, she's Helena.
She played the big bad.
I loved her as Helena.
I
She was a badass.
didn't know it was her.
Really?
I had no clue who played that role. None. Zero until I looked it up so we could do this podcast.
Oh.
And she was amazing and by far, which is very rare with the sequel, the best Thor movie.
Yes.
Like the Collector, the Planet, the Hulk, Helena.
I love Helena. Like, normally I know you're
Like-
not supposed to go for the bad guy, but I loved her. I'm like,
Dude,
bitch, I want you to
she
win.
wipes out all the Asgardian warriors in like an hour.
Yeah.
Like, so like these are the greatest warriors of all time. She's like, these guys are annoying. Watch them make me my bitch.
Now, I could be wrong, though. Like, in the movie, Helena's their sister, but I thought actually mythological, she was Loki's daughter.
You know, it's a Marvel movie.
I could be wrong though, but I thought she was Loki's daughter.
We could look it up. I don't know, but seriously, her in that movie, raining down the destruction. She breaks Thor's hammer with one hand,
Yeah.
catches it midair, and crush it.
Please.
Gone. No more. And Thor's like,
Now what do I do?
That's
But then he gets like a badass sword out of it.
well, yeah, that's like another movie though.
Yeah,
He
but-
does that whole movie. The rest of that movie, that's when he finds out he can actually harness the power of thunder and
Yeah.
lightning without the hammer. But not the point. Great. One of the better Marvel movies, really. Honestly, it's a really
Yeah.
good one. It's one of my favorites.
And have you noticed a theme about our movie choices tonight?
We picked all females.
Yes.
We did. This was the female empowerment episode. Because honestly, they make amazing movies just like everybody else. No, Heath Ledger's still a better villain than Helena.
I don't know about that one.
I do know about that
No.
one. Yes. And you know why, though? Helena was awesome. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. There wasn't a lot of depth to that character. It was just one tone all the way through. The Joker character in The Dark Knight Returns was a masterpiece of acting and depth for that character. And they did not do that in Thor Ragnarok. And that's not because of Kate Blanchett. That's because it just wasn't in the script.
Okay, I was joking when I said better. I'm just, yeah.
Oh, you're just giving me a hard time.
Yeah,
I
I'm just
went
giving
all,
you a hard
I
time.
went all
You went all serious
I
with
went all
it. And I'm like, whoa.
like, yeah.
Back it up a minute.
Well, you know, I didn't know you were joking. My bad. All right, guys. That's it. Again, we just love doing this. We're going to do this forever. And honestly, there's so many movies. We can do it forever.
Take it over.
She's not taking it over. I heard her. I have the headset on. She said it was right. Like, you're not going to hear everything, right? You're in the mic.
I don't care.
That part's the truth. All right, guys. That's it for today. Ninja Wife.
Bye to the day.
All right.
Rainbows, butterflies, and pixie dust.
Everybody have a good night.